Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. And for the final time I'm doing these, welcome to Retro Rewind. And that's not the final Retro Rewind I'm doing, but for these, sure. I'm not out of order because I did all the Friends ones. I'm doing these for Thanksgiving. Today, we're looking at Talking Turkey from Season 3 of Two Guys and a Girl. Yes. And this episode, it comes sometime right after Berg and Ashley have broken up. Because sometime after the last one, they got together, they moved in together, and Berg thought there was nothing going on, that all the passion and everything is taken out of the relationship, so he broke up with her. And this is the first Thanksgiving after that. She's yet to move out. He's sleeping on the couch. I can relate to sleeping somewhere you're not used to sleeping in and it's not comfortable. Like the bathroom floor. Anyway, no grandpa in this one. Instead, it's a hobo named Chet. And let me say this, okay? That if it depends on the actor for a role like this, for what they do with this character, I don't think it would have worked if they didn't get Terry Kaiser to play this role. Because Terry Kaiser is one of those character actors that gives all to his role, whether it's Dr. Walkenstein from Tammy and T-Rex, or Count Spretzel from Mannequin 2, or even H.G. Wells. On Superman, Lois and Clark, he brings everything to a role. So he is just chewing up the scenery in this episode as this homeless person that actually fights because he pissed off Berg in the morning, and right away it doesn't really make any sense. He's hearing Chet go through the garbage. The window's closed. How can you hear anything through the window? They got thin windows that they could hear things through it. And I guess you could. There's some kids playing over by the hotel over here, and I could hear them when I first got up this morning. So I guess, But I slept late this morning. I was up. I didn't wake up till like 9:30. Especially sleeping in the bathroom. No, I'm not telling you why I'm sleeping in the bathroom. I usually get up early sleeping in there, but... So I got an itch, and I'm going to do it on camera, okay? There you go. There you go. Let me get the whole bag now. Anyway, and it fell on the floor. Yes, I use tongs as a back scratcher, so sue me. Anyway, so yeah, and despite the tragedy of last year's Thanksgiving, they're doing this again. There's another added character, though, in Irene, who has become a recurring character by this point. She was mentioned in one episode, mentioned and shown. I feel like, okay, so she was mentioned in one episode and then shown in one episode. She was shown in 2 episodes, actually. Last season, and she was made a recurring character in this season. So, she wants to be invited because she has nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, and eventually, after pretending to cry, Pete lets her come to the Thanksgiving festivities, and Ashley invited the hobo. And, they took my advice this time. They actually cooked the food in Pete and Berg's apartment. Johnny pulls the not turkey out of the oven, This is when Johnny and Sharon are still kind of short on money because they moved in together, and Sharon quit her job shortly before this. So, yeah. She quit her job because Pete was good. So this is after Pete got the job at the cosmetics company. So, yeah, she quit her job because she thought that Pete was going to give her that job. They didn't like her, and then Pete got hired instead. But, yeah. So she quit her job. So they're kind of tight on money. So he got just a big turkey, a big chicken that they say is a turkey, and canned cranberry sauce, which they put their nose down on. But that guy said, or I will say, in the last episode of Friends that I talk about, the one with the late Thanksgiving, I always preferred the canned version. You know, it was always better for me. I always liked that better. But anyway. So I have found out that we're not doing anything for Thanksgiving. My mom has to work, so I'm going to have to find something to cook. Maybe I'll get a can of cranberry sauce, a pumpkin pie, and something with turkey. I'll look and see if I can't find like a TV dinner that's turkey or something. And that's my Thanksgiving dinner. I'm not going to cook my own stuff. I don't have patience to wait for a turkey to get done. Maybe I'll get a chicken. Chicken still takes a while. Maybe I'll make a turkey sandwich. You know, that could be an idea, though. A turkey sandwich, some cranberry sauce, get some stuffing. I've never cooked stuffing before, but it should be easy if I did the stovetop stuff. It'd be fine, I think. I'll look. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a Scotty tries his own Thanksgiving dinner, and it's a turkey sandwich, stuffing, pumpkin pie, and cranberry sauce. Who knows? Hey, if the video's up by now, who knows? This is the 3 o'clock one, so I should have already done that if I did it. So, congratulations if I did. Anyway, where the hell was I in this? So, yeah, the cranberry sauce, they put their nose down on the cranberry sauce when it's poured out, but I'm just like, that's how I like it. And you don't need to cook the cranberry sauce either. You just put it on a plate, cut a piece off. There you go. But I digress. So it becomes obvious what's going on, but the hobo, Terry Kaiser the hobo, I'm going to call him that. Terry Kaiser the hobo, his name's Chet, but I don't care, starts talking between them. He tells Berg that Ashley's pregnant. You overheard her. He found pregnancy tests that she's pregnant. He tells Pete that Irene has a gun in her purse. And then he's the one that talks Sharon into letting Ashley move in with them. And then afterwards he's like, that's not a good idea. And she's too happy. And he tries to convince her that something's going on between Johnny and Ashley. Right? He also takes Berg's suit that he has hanging up in the bathroom. Right? And then he goes to talk to Ashley and comes out and tells Berg that the baby is not his, but Pete's. And when he tries to disparage this, like, no. Or and tries to push it away, like, no, they argue all the time. And how did you guys get started? Because they started arguing and then it became a couple. It all goes down to Terry Kaiser the hobo's full of shit and just wanted to stir up things. And even Pete has where he's like, we invited you into our home out of the kindness of our hearts and you do this to us? And Berg wants to know why Ashley won't leave. It's because she loved Berg, but he broke her heart. And I don't know, the fact that they never got back together. If you want more full context on this, watch my review of the series. But the fact that they never got together baffled me. And then they decided to not only move past this, but again, if you haven't, spoilers, of course, if you haven't watched my review on this or seen the show, please go do that. They ended up putting Berg with Irene, which worked. But I think, like I said, I think Pete and Irene should have been endgame. And I know that the season 4 finale was not supposed to be the series finale. So there was clearly other things they could have done. Maybe that's what they had in mind. But the fact that again though, that finale, the fans, supposedly, picked Ashley to be the one who was pregnant. But with all the other hints in the episode, to me, it felt like that they wanted her to be the one that was pregnant and maybe influenced the vote. Because they had 4 different endings. So they were going to use. And I don't know, it's just confusing. But yeah, so he's like, oh, I gotta go. And Berg's like, what about my suit? And I got a wedding to go to. I'll get it back to you. I don't think he gets that suit back. We never see Terry Kaiser the Hobo. Okay. So, Terry Kaiser the Hobo again. We never see him again. So, yeah. But, I like this episode. Could have used Pete's grandpa, though. That'd been funny. Maybe he showed up, too. Who knows? But it's a fun episode. It is. Then Ashley leaves. And he leaves. And then everything just kind of... Because it all comes to a head when... Okay, so they're watching a football game. The Cowboys lose, because of course they do. And Irene reaches into her purse, and Pete thinks she's reaching for the gun. And that's when everything breaks down, and it's revealed that Terry Kaiser the Hobo was lying. She's just reaching for a tissue. And, yeah. So... Apparently I'm getting tired. So, what are your thoughts on this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty, and have a happy Thanksgiving.